Hi guys, my name is Cassie Rainey and this is my husband Kyle Rainey. We wanted to come and just share a little bit about our story with Plexus. We live up here in the Pacific Northwest in Oregon, and we're transplants from Texas, but the Pacific Northwest has captured our hearts, and we have 7 children, and we're in the process of bringing home our 8th child and adopting our son from China. So I wanted to share a little bit about how we came to Plexus and what it's really done for our lives. Last year, it's exactly 12 months ago, we were really, I hit rock bottom with my health. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, my husband is in ministry, so that makes me a pastor's wife. And all of that really kind of came together. I realized that I had spent the last many years of my life really serving everyone else, taking care of everyone else, and putting my health and myself on the back burner. And was diagnosed with a health condition where basically my body was just was shot. It was done. I was exhausted. I had nothing left inside me. I had no energy, could not regulate my hormones. I could not regulate my body temperature. I could not regulate my weight. Everything was just shutting down. I was sleeping late into the morning, taking care of the kids for a little bit, putting them down for a nap for a couple hours in the afternoon, waiting, counting down the hours till my husband got home so he could take over. And I was really just surviving. So last year I hit rock bottom and said, I'm done with this. There's got to be something more. I had tried over-the-counter stuff. I had tried going to the pharmacy for years and just was done. I said, there's got to be something better. I've got to find a way to actually restore my health instead of just put Band-Aids on it. So ended up going to my naturopath, and he started explaining to me how about 70 to 80% of literally all health conditions are rooted in the gut. And if I wanted to restore my health, that I had to begin there. And that meant reducing inflammation and getting control of the candida yeast that's in my gut. And so he explained to me what products I need, what supplements I needed. So I began really doing a lot of research. I spent about 3 months researching supplements, different lines, different companies, and I came across Plexus. And it kind of caught me off guard. A lot of my very crunchy hippie mom friends were talking about Plexus, and so it kind of caught me off guard, and I thought, okay, I'm going to give a second look to this. My midwife was sharing about it, and that really made me look at it and think, okay, I want something that's completely all natural. I want something that's going to restore my health and not simply just cover up the symptoms. And so I decided to jump in with Plexus, and no lie, within a week, my energy was completely different. I wasn't jittery energy like that. It was sustained energy, which I had not felt in years. I began seeing differences very quickly. And my husband even said, there's something very different about your mood even. Which he was like, son, you know, you're going to keep taking that. So it was really I fell in love with the products very quickly. I convinced my husband, he was super skeptical, convinced him to get on the products. And probably within 45 days, 60 days, started seeing some major changes of things that he's just had to deal with for over a decade. So he became a believer instantly. When he started seeing those changes, he was like, okay, this is, I need this. You need this. We started putting our kids on these products and started seeing behavioral changes and immune health changes in them. So that's great. But then we realized, okay, we are on a budget. We have a family of 7 children. How are we going to afford this? How are we going to afford to keep these supplements? You know, I knew that I had to find a way to take care of our health. And the great thing is that Plexus has a beautiful way set up that if you start sharing and telling other friends about it, that you can earn money and get your products paid for. So for me, that's all I wanted. All I wanted was to get my products, enough money to get my products paid for so my family could be healthy. And I think that's really how it started for us. This was just a year ago where I said, you know what, I just need maybe a couple hundred, get our products paid for, maybe, some extra spending money to, go out to eat,
Sure.
maybe go to the mall. But really that's how, it was nothing, not this grand old vision for us at first.
No.
My husband works 2 jobs to provide for our family. We literally were living paycheck to paycheck and sometimes not even making that. So for us, it was about getting our products paid for.
Yeah, and when Cassie came to me and said, hey, let's just try this a little bit, where we are not social marketing, network marketing people.
Mm-mm.
That's not us. We don't.
I would run for the hills
Yeah.
if I knew.
Yeah.
Because I think network marketing for us was, we had a lot of misconceived notions
Most
of,
definitely.
I don't want to bother my friends. I don't want to sell something.
Right.
I'm not a salesman.
That's right.
So.
Yeah, and we didn't want to get into a position where we had to have a lot of stock here at the house. Because we don't have the money to hold products here, and so, there was a lot of questions we had, but Cassie, is a great researcher, and I really trust her judgment. She said, hey, let me just start sharing a little bit and seeing what we do. Maybe we sign up 2 or 3 people, we'll get our products paid for.
Well, and a lot of our friends and family, we knew right off the bat, as we were taking our own products, we thought, oh my goodness, if we could just tell so-and-so.
Yeah.
We knew that
Dozens
these products would be helpful for them. And so really it was just kind of a pretty quick, we had people on our mind,
Yeah, most definitely. And so Cassie started sharing, and I remember when we got the first paycheck come in, and I was like, oh, this is real. This is the real deal.
Real money.
Yeah. And it's amazing how your
it's not monopoly money.
Yeah, your opinion on network marketing changes when you actually see that come in. And so you get health benefits. We're feeling better than we ever felt before. And now here's a little extra money to pay for these products. Well, that's great. And honestly, if you'd have told me a year ago, that's what we'd have done. I'd been like, we would be in the same spot right now. Like, we were just going to pay for our products. And then Cassie just got a vision and said, hey, what if we could really do this? Like, really jumped into this. And, she's always said that I want to help. I want to contribute, to our family. And like she said, I was working 2 jobs. And, we went through a season. And in ministry, you don't do it for the money. And we were church planners. I was teaching at local colleges, and we had to go on assistance at one point in time in our ministry because I had lost a job. And anyway, we're not too far removed from that season, and so here we're sitting there going, look, we just need to survive. We need to get by. We're actually on the uptick. Let's not mess this up. And then the next month rolled in, and it was like, oh, well, we can actually pay for products and a car payment.
And I think that a lot of it was, I was getting to know people, my friends who were using Plexus, and I was seeing their success, seeing that they were just normal, everyday people who had a dream, who dreamed that their lives could be different and that they could help so many people. And the culture within Plexus, it is not a bunch of people saying, oh, yay, we're millionaires, and sitting in their big old mansions and driving their free Lexuses. But it's people saying, you know what, I can give $5,000 a month to support this ministry. I can help adoptions. I can help people with, who are homeless or going through transitional housing. And the heart behind Plexus, the people in Plexus have a heart to give. And that is what began a fire inside of us. And
That's right.
Seeing that.
That's right. And when you're surrounded by people who have your same values, Cassie and I never went into it going, we're going to be millionaires. We're going to be, buying our new cars every month or whatever. That really wasn't the plan. It was like, how do we get our family on the right financial path, right health path? And then how do we go and pursue the things God's placed on our hearts to go pursue? There's many ministries Cassie and I are involved in. Obviously, we have a passion for adoption and foster family care and orphan care. We have a passion for special needs ministries, all kinds of things, and overseas missions. And we're like, if we always said, if we had the money to do this, this is what we would do. And because of Plexus, we now are realizing that's happening, that's coming to pass. And so, but it's really neat to be a part of a growing company that is growing like crazy, that literally are sharing your same values and doing those things. And so it's so inspiring to be around people. So as the months go by and we start sharing and more people get on board and start catching the vision and catching the goals and catching the dreams, they are seeing it as how they can give. And because it's contagious. It is literally contagious to be in a position where you're receiving these health benefits, you're receiving financial freedom, and you just want to tell people about it so that they can experience that, and then their victories become your victories, and you can celebrate with them. You can see, like, people on our team right now, there are mothers who've always wanted to stay home, are now retiring after teaching or after being a nurse or after being whatever their career was for decades, and now they're able to stay home with their kids and be there at the last half of them going through school and be that classroom mom and be the soccer mom and be all those things that they always wanted to be.
We have many moms and families who are in the middle of adoptions.
That's right.
And Plexus is paying for those expenses, and they're being able to bring home their children. There's people who are supporting missionaries and supporting their local church and supporting the different community ministries. That is what we are here. Like, I think the culture of Plexus, what it has done is it's created a community for our family, for our team. We are all about relationships. That's right. And that's all network marketing should be about. And that's what Plexus is about, is building relationships, caring for one another. And part of that is health, caring for one another's health and helping each other feel the way that, God intended us to feel. And a second part of that is the financial freedom. So that if God places something on your heart or your family can't afford to pay for groceries, we're coming alongside and we're saying, how can we help? How can we support you in that?
That's right.
And that's truly what Plexus, our team is a family. That's right. Where we are cheering one another on and supporting each other.
And I think Cassie nailed it. Really, a third benefit, other than health, other than finances, you get to meet the most amazing people and build lifelong friendships. And we love them. I mean, they're part of our family. I mean, we are in this together. And I know some of you may be watching this going, yeah, that's great for you guys, but we're really at rock bottom in our health, or we're rock bottom in our finances.
We were too.
And we are not those people, right? We were like, we're gonna bother people. We share so much on social media. You know what? Every time we post about Plexus, we don't think, oh, we're bothering someone. We're going, this is going to help somebody. And what I want to tell you is, if you're in that spot and you're watching this video, or you're talking to someone locally about Plexus, or your sister, your brother, your coworker, they're on Plexus, and they've been telling you about Plexus, don't dismiss the idea that God may be using Plexus for you as well as a tool to get to where He's calling you to be.
Absolutely. Yeah. It has been the biggest blessing of our lives. And never in a million years, never. I look at this, what God has done in 1 year and what He's going to do. Like, there's so many beautiful things that God is doing through Plexus in our own lives, in our team's lives, and just within Plexus as a whole.
That's right.
I am so blessed, and I'm so grateful that we took the chance. We were super skeptical. That's okay. It's okay to be skeptical.
That's right.
But we took a chance and we trusted God's leading, and we see how He is providing abundantly for His calling. This isn't about us. This isn't about us, making millions at all. This is about God's calling on our lives and saying, I'm going to use you in this way to fulfill my calling and my ministry. And so we just ask you to join us, to take a leap of faith, and to really say, you know what? I'm going to go for this. I'm going to commit. I'm going to commit to these products and see if I can get my health back. Or, you know what? There's many people who, don't have massive health issues going on, but what I realized within Plexus, it's for prevention. It's for those people who want to maintain their health. Every single person needs Plexus. And we have never in a day sold Plexus to anyone. We simply share about the benefits, why these products and supplements are important. And we don't have to convince anyone. All we do is educate. That's all we do, is educate people and care for people.
Right.
And so we just encourage you to take a leap of faith and join us.
We're just normal people that get to experience amazing things because of Plexus. And so pray that God blesses you, your family, and yeah, I would really, really recommend you give Plexus a shot.
Bye. Thanks, guys.